Since you guys loved the last one so much, today we are going to be making Sims inspired by the Barbie movies. In The Sims 4, obviously. Clearly, we are here in Create a Sim, and we are going to start right where we left off, which means the next movie we are going to be making a Sim for is Barbie in the 12 Dancing Princesses. Now, I heard you guys, this one was requested a lot. Unfortunately, today I will not be making all of the 12 Dancing Princesses, but if you guys would like to see its own dedicated video of me making all the 12 princesses, let me know in the comments down below because I can definitely do that for you guys. But for today, we are just going to be making Princess Genevieve. Once again, all this information is from barbiemovies.fandom.com. In Barbie in the 12 Dancing Princesses, Barbie stars as Genevieve, a princess with 11 sisters: Ashlyn, Blair, Courtney, Delia, Adeline, Fallon, Hadley, Isla, Janessa, Kathleen, and Lacey. Each princess is beautiful and different, but the 12 sisters have one thing in common: they all love to dance. They live in a castle with their widowed father, and he loves them deeply, but he wishes that they would act more like proper princesses, as he views the girls' adventurous and free-spirited nature as more unladylike and, again, improper. Believing his daughters need a woman's touch, the king summons his cousin, Duchess Rowena, to the castle to help raise them. However, Rowena has her own plans. I don't want to spoil too much about the movie if you haven't seen it, even though this movie's been out since 2006, but if you haven't gotten around to watching it, I don't want to spoil too much. So here is the face that I came up with for Princess Genevieve. She kind of has that like Barbie model face that we all know and love from the Barbie movies. So if she looks like some of the Barbies we made last video, then that is why. I'm gonna be basing her off of this look here that I'm showing on the screen. So her hair is down and she's wearing this like beautiful magenta and white dress. To start with her makeup, from this image that I'm looking at currently, to me personally, it looks like she has a little bit of eyeshadow on. I never know if it's actually just the lighting though that makes their eyes look this way, but it always looks like to me that the Barbies are wearing just a little bit of some sort of like shadow on their lid. Yeah, almost like so. I think I'm gonna go with that. Like normal, Barbie's lashes are very, very small, so I'm gonna give her some like smaller lashes. I would prefer them to be a little bit lighter, but I don't really love the way that that's looking, honestly. Maybe these ones are a bit better. Yeah, I think so actually. I think I might have her eye shape a little bit wrong. I think her eyes are a little bit more like out and round. I think that's a bit better. And maybe I'm seeing a tiny bit of blush, so I'm just gonna go with my tried and true here. Very cute, just like something nice and rosy. And for her lips, in this image that I'm looking at, she has that like stereotypical Barbie pink lip, so I'm gonna give that to her. Moving on to hair. Barbie's hair, from what I can see in this image, is that she has kind of a half up, half down going. She has some bangs like pulled back to the side and a braid in the back. I feel like with all the hair CC I have, there must be something that I have that's like that. Also, if you're confused, she is sometimes also seen with an updo, but I'm not gonna be doing that one. Wait, this one I think is perfect. Yeah, I think it's actually perfect. I can maybe see that she has like some flowers in her hair too, so I might see if I have anything in the hats that can add on to this hair. I found these little like cute little pink fairy. I got fairies on the brain because of The Sims right now, but the little pink flower clips, and I think that they're cute. I think they add to the look, and I think that's gonna be our Princess Genevieve's face all complete. Let's move on to her outfit. So I did download a piece of custom content for Princess Genevieve. Big shout out to Stardust Sims. I think I'm saying their name correctly, but they have created so many dresses for the Barbie movies. So big shout out to them. They're doing what no other content creator has dared to do. Oh my gosh, it's stunning. So stinking cute. From a picture that I'm looking at, it does look like Princess Genevieve has a little bit of some nails, so I think I'm just gonna give her some like a little longer than short pink nails. I would maybe even prefer like a little bit of a skin tone. Maybe I can find one that's a little bit more skin tony. Ooh, I also do like these ones. I like that they're a little bit more like rounded rather than so pointy. And of course, as a finishing touch, we definitely need some ballet shoes. It looks like to me like she's wearing some pink ones, so I'm gonna give her that. And I feel like to complete the look, we should add some tights, even though I don't think that she's wearing any, but I think it would really pull the look together, as I mean, ballerinas wear tights, so. And I feel like, you know, last time I didn't do jewelry, but for some reason this time I'm feeling like we should. I'm feeling like she needs a necklace, and I'm feeling like she needs some earrings. Sorry, I'm taking some creative liberties. I hope you guys are okay with that. I think I'm gonna go for these like dainty little bow earrings. Actually, maybe not. I don't know. I think I need something smaller and more dainty. I think this little rose one or flower one, I guess, this is perfect. And I would love just like a small, very dainty necklace. I changed the earrings to gold so that I could match this necklace that I chose, but I think I'm pretty happy with that. And with that, I think that's going to be Princess Genevieve's outfit all complete. In reading Genevieve's personality blurb on the wiki, right underneath it, there's also a physical appearance blurb, and it says that her eyes are a deep blue, almost violet. So I think I have the eye color wrong. I thought it was just the way that the picture was looking, but it seems like her eyes are a purpley-ish color. What's that syndrome that people like made up on Tumblr back in the day? Like, I watched a video on it recently. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, but it's like the syndrome where people have purple eyes. Please tell me someone in the comments has got to know what I'm talking about. I think her eyes are a little bit more like this color, so I think I'm gonna go with that. But moving back on to her traits and aspiration, I'm a little unsure as to what I want her aspiration to be, as since she's a ballerina, I'm leaning more towards bodybuilder because ballerinas are athletes, but it also talks about her liking chess. It actually literally says verbatim in the wiki, Genevieve has high logic and strategy skills. She's a sim. Oh, but we could also do big happy family because she has a huge family. You know what? I'm just gonna play it safe and go with bodybuilder. For her traits, I'm going to pick genius since she's into chess, dance machine, of course, and I feel like we have to do family oriented because she has 11 siblings. But with all that being said, here is our Princess Genevieve inspired sim. I guess it is more of a recreation, but I like to say inspired, but I think that she looks absolutely stunning. I'm so happy with how she turned out, and I'm excited to move on to our next film, which is one of my personal favorites and one that I remember the most. Hey besties, I'm just popping in to let you know that EA is currently running their summer sale. Businesses and Hobbies is on sale for the first time ever at 20% off. All the other expansions are up to 60% off, and game packs and stuff packs are all up to 30% off. So if you were wanting to grab some packs this summer, now is your chance. And do it while you can because this sale ends July 10th. If you do decide to buy something from this sale, please use code Ryeua at checkout, as I receive a small commission when you do so. So it's just another way to support me and the channel. Back to the video. And that is Barbie as the Island Princess. So for this recreation, we are going to be obviously recreating Ryeua. On the Barbie wiki, it says Barbie as the Island Princess is the 11th Barbie movie. I didn't mention that last time, but obviously, oh, they should have saved the 12 Dancing Princesses to be the 12th Barbie movie. What were they thinking? Anyways, Barbie as the Island Princess is the 11th Barbie movie, and it came out on September 18th, 2007, direct to DVD, and also premiered on Nickelodeon in 2007. The film follows Ryeua, a girl who grew up on an island only inhabited by animals before being founded by other humans and taken to civilization. A more in-depth of the plot is that after a storm, a 6-year-old girl is shipwrecked onto an island. Her only possessions left are a trunk with clothes and accessories, a flag with a broken rose on it, and a broken nameplate only saying Ryeua. She is found washed up on a shore by a wise red panda and a pompous but good-hearted peacock. The girl is raised by these two animals and called Ryeua since the broken nameplate is the only indication of her name. Ryeua learns how to talk to animals as she grows up, but she lost her memory since being shipwrecked. 10 years later, their world changes when an adventurous prince named Antonio and his friend Fraser discover the island. Here is the face that I came up with for Ryeua, or Rosella. I think I did a pretty decent job. Her eyebrows aren't really the right color though, because this is too dark. So maybe I might need to change those, because her eyebrows, from what I'm looking at, this picture that I'm looking at, her eyebrows are a little bit thicker than the other Barbies we have created. They all have like very thin eyebrows. Now her eyebrows are not thick by any means, but they are thicker than the rest of the girls, which is important to mention. I guess they truly were like,
she does not have any access to tweezers.
Are her eyebrows still absolutely perfect? Well, of course they are. But are they a bit thicker? Yes. I also so badly wanted to take the liberty of making Rosella tan, because to me it just would make more sense that she would be tan as she's lived outside her whole life. But that's just me, maybe. Also, I've really royally messed up the eyebrows. I need to change the forehead so that they'll go back to normal. Oh no, I've really messed it up, haven't I? What have I done? Well, literally, what have I done? Hold on. Okay, I think I fixed them. And I like that they look a little bit more realistic. Also, I love this movie so much, and I think it's so iconic that there are two very iconic looks from this movie, and they're very different, and I do kind of want to give her both looks. I want to give her the island look, and I want to give her the peacock dress look. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let's start with her island look. Of course, although she is stranded on an island, she does have a pink smoky eye on. Well, of course she does. Why she might be stranded on this island, but God forbid she slays. Like, she definitely washed up on the shore with some pink eyeshadow. So a pink smoky eye is what she will be getting. That's so funny. Like, out of all the princesses they could have given pink smoky eyes, they decided to give the one that was shipwrecked the smoky eye. I just want to speak to whoever did the art decision for this movie. Like, what were you thinking? Like, oh yeah, it's very important that she has a pink smoky eye to the plot. It's very important to me. I think I'm gonna go with this. I like that it's a little shiny. She does also have what to me looks like eyeliner, but I guess it's up for interpretation, but it does look like she has a little bit of an eyeliner on, so I'm gonna put a little bit of a wing. As for lashes, I don't really see much, but I have a feeling like she has some like darker lashes on to like blend the makeup together, so I am just gonna follow suit. I'm gonna go with these ones. I think they're cute. And it does look like to me that she actually has some sort of like peachy lip gloss on. I swear, if this is the most makeup that we put on any of our Barbie Sims today, I'm gonna lose it. No blush though. It's not looking like any blush, so I guess that's chill. All right, let's do her hair for this first look, which is the one of her in the towel. She has like I think it's just a long ponytail. Maybe it's a braid. I can't really see a picture of the back of her. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume it's like a ponytail, but if we find a braid that looks like more similar to how her hair is lying, then I'm not, super opposed to it, as I can't even see the back of her head to begin with. So it does kind of give this. It does. We'll see if I can find anything more accurate and maybe a little like nicer looking, but this is giving for sure. Yeah, I think this one's probably just the best that we're gonna get. I do hope that I have a flower. I mean, there literally is a flower shown in the image of this hair, so fingers crossed that I have something, because I should. If I have that hair, I should have a flower that comes with it, but who knows? Aha! She has a nice little pink flower in her hair, so I am gonna follow suit with that. Okay, cute. I think that is gonna be our face. Let's move on to her outfit, as this is gonna be like super simple. I don't even think she wears shoes for this first outfit, so we're literally just gonna put her in a towel. I feel like we have that in The Sims 4, but I'm getting a little nervous that we don't. But like we do, because that's what our Sims wear when they go into the shower. But do we have it in Create a Sim? Uh-oh. I'm getting nervous now. Wait. Oh, thank God. Okay. I was worried there for a second. But with that, that's gonna be our Rose first outfit all complete. Let's move on to the second outfit. First and foremost, we gotta change up this hair. Gonna get rid of her little hairpiece. Okay, in some iterations, she has her hair down, and then in others, she has it up. I think she has it up for when she has like the peacock part on, which I don't think I have the peacock part. I tried to look for it. I have a dress, but I don't think I have the peacock part. You know what's funny though, is that this image that I'm looking at of her right now, she like literally has the exact same hair as Genevieve from Dancing Princesses. So don't know what that's about, but I guess Barbie was in there reusing assets era. And I have this hairstyle, which is essentially what she's got going on. Kinda, right? Or is it? I mean, yeah, it's pretty much. Maybe I have a better one though. It's not really my favorite. It doesn't look super like proper like hers does. Hers is like a bun, not really whatever this is. I found this hairstyle and I think I like it better than what we had previously chosen. It looks a little bit more formal, although it has a middle part, and Ro does not have a middle part, because God forbid Barbie have a middle part. She has a side part always. We're gonna go with this one. Okay, I can also see that Ro has a like necklace, like a purpley necklace. It's like a little gold necklace with a purple pendant. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with this one. It looks the most similar to me, and maybe we can get some little purple earrings to match, even though Barbie doesn't got any, but taking a creative liberty again. Perfect. We have matching ones. Wait, slay. All right. I think that's gonna be Ro's face for her second look all complete. Let's move on to this outfit. Now, like I said before, I did download a dress for Miss Ro. I think it might also once again be by the same person that made the 12 Dancing Princess dress, but I could be incorrect, but I think I'm not. And here she is. Stunning. I can't really see what shoes Ro is wearing, and also you can't really see them in the dress anyway, so I don't really think it's the biggest deal in the world. I think I'm just gonna give her a pair of heels to match. Maybe a pair of purple heels to match the dress. And with that, I think this is gonna be Ro's second outfit all complete. Let's move on to traits and aspiration. I think for Ro's aspiration, I'm going to give her musical genius, since she loves to sing. I'm going to also give her loves the outdoors, adventurous, and love bug. And with that, this is going to be our Barbie as the Island Princess Sim all complete. I love how she turned out, and I think doing the two looks was a great idea. Moving on to our next sim, or shall I say Simza, which is going to be inspired by Barbie and the Diamond Castle. Another one that I remember watching growing up. I think I even had one of the dolls that like you would press a button on them and they would sing. I could be making that up, but I'm pretty sure I remember having that. Barbie and the Diamond Castle is the 13th Barbie movie and was released in September of 2008. Or what is it with them and dropping movies only in September? Barbie and the Diamond Castle is one of those movies where it is Barbie telling a story to her sisters or just in general. So on the wiki it says, Barbie and Teresa tell us the fairy tale story of Liana and Alexa, best friends who share everything, including their love of music. The movie begins with Barbie and Teresa writing a song together on their guitars when Barbie's sister storms in. Barbie decides to tell her sister the story of two friends named Liliana and Alexa. Although the two girls don't have much food and clothes, they have each other, love music, and depend on planting flowers to upkeep their living. They live in a cottage with a beautiful garden. One day, they find a pair of heart-shaped stones in the river near their house, not realizing they are the mythical Diamond Castle trinkets. So obviously I have made Liana and Alexa. We're going to be starting with Liana's outfit and hair and all that fun stuff. This I really struggled with, honestly, because there has not been a CC creator that has made Liana and Alexa's dresses from the movie, which is slightly disappointing, but it's just the truth. I'm going to shoot for their like end of movie outfits because I think that's the more iconic look of them because that's how they look on the cover of the movie and the books and all that. Starting with the hair, one thing about Barbie and the Barbie movie creators, they love a half up, half down moment because why do both Alexa and Liliana have a half up, half down moment? Surely there's another hairstyle out there, right? I'm going to take a little bit of a creative liberty and go for this hairstyle here. I like the braids. I like how long it is. I like that it's still a half up, half down. I just really don't want to have to use the same hairstyles that I used for the Princess and the Pauper Sims, as obviously there are some parallels between these two movies in that it's like the brunette and the blonde and it's the two main characters. So I definitely don't want to copy them. So I'm using a different hairstyle this time around. I think this one's still just as cute. I also don't know why I started with the hair, honestly. I normally start with the makeup, but I guess I chose differently today. Anyways, moving on to makeup. It looks like Barbie has a little bit of a cut crease. Nothing crazy. Something kind of like this, but I'm going to tone it down a little and turn up the brightness. Cute. Perfect. And it doesn't look like she's wearing eyeliner to me, but I can see a little bit of a lash, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go for a little bit of a brown lash, make it a little bit more natural. It does look like to me in this picture that I'm referencing that maybe she's wearing a little bit of a lippy. I'm going to go for this. And you know what? Maybe a little bit of blush too. Cute, cute. And since we're up here, we got to add jewelry. Now, we have some more unfortunate news. No one, once again, has made any CC for Barbie and the Diamond Castle. Therefore, there is no necklace that is similar. So I must have something with a heart. Yeah, I knew I had something. Do I have anything? Well, I have this, but that's not really what their necklace is giving. We have this, which I think works. At least it's something, but I think that's going to be Liana's face all complete. I hope I'm saying her name correctly. But moving on to her outfit. Once again, I've said this a million times in this part of the video, but we do not have custom content for these Sims. We do not have the exact dress. So this one is going to be a little bit more up to my interpretation. So I am just going to sort by pink and search in long dresses and hope for the best. Now I was thinking of doing this one because I think it's kind of similar. It's not quite, but it's similar-ish. I could also do this, but this is kind of lame in my opinion. So I think I'm going to go with this one, even though it's not the perfect pink. I think it's close enough. And for shoes, I'm just going to give her a little pair of pink heels. Oh, I forgot this dress has issues. We have to pick a pair of shoes that doesn't clash. Okay, cute. You can't even see them. But I guess that's going to be Liana all complete. Let's move on to Alexa. I feel the need to look at her physical appearance description. She has teal eyes. Okay, I thought her eyes were green. Apparently they're teal. So I'm going to shoot for like this color, I think. And of course, Alexa also has a half up, half down. I'm going to try to choose a different one so that they don't look exactly the same, because I did use the same sim model for both of them because that's personally what I think it looks like in the movie. So I don't remember if I said or not that I wanted to go with the same one or not, but I think I'm going to go with the same one, but I'm just going to have her hair come in the front a little bit just so that it's like just so slightly different. For Alexa's makeup, it looks like she is wearing similar makeup to Liana's, but to me it looks like Liana just has kind of like a purpley vibe going on. So I'm just going to go for this like reddy. Ooh, I changed the hue a little bit and it's like more purpley and I think it's perfect now. And I'm just going to give Alexa here the same lashes, but a bit darker. Cute. cute. And I can definitely see some blush in the picture that I'm referencing for Alexa. So I'm going to give her a like orangey blush. And I'm going to give her a little peach lippy. Cute. I'm going to give her the same necklace that I gave Liana, but I am just going to make it like gold instead of silver, I think. Yeah, that's cute. And I think that's going to be Alexa's face all complete. Let's move on to her outfit. I am going to go with the same dress that I gave Liana, just because I want their dresses to match, of course. Just in the purple version, of course. I love the way Alexa looks. I think she's so stunning. And I think I'm also going to go for the same shoes so that they match everywhere. Moving back to Liana, let's do her personality and her aspiration. It says that Liana is brave, kind, playful, and a friendly teenager. She's loyal, very active, and a leader by nature. Okay, so maybe we'll do leader of the pack. We'll do loyal. We'll do good, or maybe kind. And let's do goofball. Oh God. Moving back to Alexa, it says that she is kind, caring, calm, gentle, and shy. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll give them both the freelance botanist because they sell plants. They grow plants and sell them. So I feel like that would make sense. I'm gonna give her socially awkward as like a stand-in for shy. I'm also gonna give her good, and I'm gonna give her paranoid because it says she's not as brave as Liana is. And with their traits all complete, this is going to be our Barbie and the Diamond Castle Sims all complete. I love how they turned out. I think Alexa is my favorite so far, but maybe it's just because I've been looking for some variety in how the Sims are looking. Moving on to our next movie, which is Barbie in a Christmas Carol. Barbie in a Christmas Carol is another one of those stories that Barbie is telling someone. This time she's telling Chelsea. But Barbie in a Christmas Carol was the 14th Barbie movie ever made, and it actually came out on November 4th in 2008. Barbie in a Christmas Carol is a heartwarming adaptation of the classic Dickens story filled with cherished Christmas carols, fabulous fashion, and lots of fun. On Christmas Eve, Kelly is reluctant to go to the Christmas Eve ball, so Barbie tells her a story of Eden Starling, a glamorous singing diva in Victorian England and the owner of a theater house. However, Eden is self-centered and only loves herself. She is very arrogant and believes that, quote unquote, in a selfish world, the selfish succeed. Eden does not believe in the magic of Christmas and orders all her employees to work on Christmas Day, threatening that if anyone talks about Christmas or goes home to celebrate, they will get fired. So here is the face that I came up with for Eden. I didn't say that that was who we were making, but we have created Eden Starling from Barbie in a Christmas Carol. Now I'm kind of annoyed because I originally downloaded a dress for this sim specifically from the same creator that made the Rapunzel dress and the Rapunzel hair, and I was so excited to use it, and I think I still will in a second outfit, but I am a bit annoyed because the dress is actually the dress that is seen on the cover of the film, which in my brain I was like, oh yeah, so that's what Eden Starling wears. Oh no, Eden Starling wears like a green dress and a red dress. She has a couple different outfits, but she's from the Victorian era, so she's very like opera vibe is kind of what it's giving to me personally. So I had to go a little rogue and like re-download some things, look up some more things. But anyways, let's start with makeup. So in my opinion, Eden is wearing a little bit more makeup than maybe Barbie normally wears. I don't even know. I don't know. I guess Eden is supposed to be played by Barbie. She looks like Barbie. Whatever. Eden to me looks like she's wearing a full cat eye, or not even a cat eye, more just like a full eye line. Although a little bit different, this eyeliner is such a slay, and I feel like it really accentuates the slayage of Eden's makeup. I don't even know if I'm speaking words right now. Anywhoosies, let's also give her some lashes. I'm gonna go a little bit more natural like we've been doing, but I am gonna shoot for a darker lash to match her liner. Very cute, very cute. And it looks like to me like Eden is wearing just like a peachy toned lip. Also, I do know that her mole is on the wrong side, but we only have it on this side for some reason. So in this spot, because her mole is on like her upper cheek, and this is what we got. Bear with me. Okay, very cute slay. I think that's good for her makeup. Let's go for hair. I did download a couple of options. I couldn't find anything that was like exactly the hair that she has, obviously, because I mean it's quite specific, but I looked up like Victorian hair, opera style, like, so we definitely have something that matches the vibe. Okay, I think the closest hair that I have is this one. It's very Victorian. It's a bit different than what Eden has has, but I think it's cute. Eden also has this like very beautiful like statement piece necklace that she's wearing. It's like pearls with a green gem in the center, and I do believe I actually have a necklace that looks kind of similar to it. Ah, yes. Does it come in green? Please say yes. Okay, yeah. Wait, that actually works. I love when things work out. Cute. I think to like pull the look together, I am gonna give Eden here some earrings because I just think that it would look more cohesive. I think I'm just gonna give her some green toned pearl earrings. Yeah, stunning. I'm gonna give her some smaller ones. It was clashing with her hair. But with that, this is gonna be Eden's face all complete. Let's move on to her outfit. Once again, I downloaded some dresses. They are not the exact ones because no one has made custom content for this movie other than the person that made custom content for the Rapunzel one. But like I said before, it's not the right dress. It's the dress on the cover, not the one I'm looking for. So I'm gonna search by green. So here's one of the dresses that I downloaded, and I think this might be one that I end up going with. Okay, wait, pause. How stunning is this dress that I already have downloaded? I think this might have to be what we go with because this is just absolutely stunning. I don't know if it's the right era. It does look kind of similar to some of the dresses I'm seeing Eden wearing, like a combination of a couple of them. So I think this is what I'm gonna go with. I feel like Eden would have some nails, so I'm gonna give her some like little red nails just to give like a Christmassy vibe. And for shoes, so I'm gonna go with these green ones with the bows, although you can barely see them. And I think that is going to be Eden's outfit all complete, or at least I guess her first one. I do want to use the dress that I downloaded because I think it's so cute and I think it would be a disservice not to use it. But I do want to transform Eden into looking a little bit more like the cover art of the movie. So I'm going to take off everything that I just put on her. So technically this is supposed to be Barbie. So she does look a tad different, but I think I'm actually just going to keep her the same, maybe add a red lip because that's what is shown in the cover art. I'm going to go with this red lip here. Let's change the hair. Barbie has like a half ponytail, like a side ponytail. That's the word I'm looking for here. So I decided on this hair because I think it kind of captures the vibe of what Barbie's hair is giving. Although it's not a ponytail, I like it. I think it looks cute. Barbie does have some earrings. They're like these long silver, I don't know if they're snowflakes, but they're like dangling and there's like lots of gems in them. And I think I definitely have something like that. Yes, like these. How stinking cute. We'll go with that. And now moving on to the part that I'm most excited about, and that is the dress. I think if I search in white and custom content, I'll be able to find it in like 2 seconds. And here the dress is in all its glory. Look how stunning it is. The more that I'm looking at the hair, the more that I'm like, it's wrong and I need to change it. So I think I'm going to change it again. So give me 2 seconds to find something that I deem better. Okay, although not a ponytail, I think this hair to me is the most similar to what Barbie is wearing in the cover art of Barbie and a Christmas Carol. So I think this is what I'm gonna go with. And you can't see the shoes, but I don't like to leave my Sims barefoot. So I'm just gonna give her some little white heels to complete the look. And with that, this is gonna be Eden Starling's second outfit. Moving on to traits and aspirations. Since Eden owns a theater house, I feel like it would only make sense to give her the master actress aspiration. On the wiki, it describes Eden initially as being rude, selfish, bad-tempered, bratty, bossy, and reluctant to change. I'm gonna give her the mean trait, the grouch trait, and maybe high maintenance. And with that, this is going to be our Eden Starling sim all complete. And here's her second outfit if you forgot. I think she turned out so cute, and seeing this dress makes me want to dress my Sims like this more often because like, hello, this dress is literally stunning. But let's move on to our next movie, which is going to be Barbie Presents Thumbelina. This is the 15th Barbie movie and was released in March of 2009. Interesting, we're getting out of September. Unlike most of the Barbie movies, Barbie Thumbelina does not star Barbie. At least in my opinion, it's not. In Barbie Presents Thumbelina, the story opens with Barbie and some kindergarten students walking in a big meadow, ready to plant trees. Emma, one of the children, finds a small tree and decides to plant it, but her friends laugh at her and it makes Emma sad. In an effort to cheer up Emma, Barbie tells the children about Thumbelina. The rest of the movie centers on Thumbelina, a twillerby who lives in a patch of wildflowers, in harmony with nature. Here is the face that I came up with for Thumbelina. Obviously, that's who we're creating today. I started off originally thinking that I wanted to make her a child, but you're just so limited on what you can do with the face for the children. So I just decided that I didn't want to do that anymore. But you know, maybe with the new fairy pack coming out, we might be able to have a more accurate Thumbelina in the future. But anyways, let's move on to Thumbelina's makeup. Thumbelina does to me appear like she is wearing some sort of makeup, a pink smoky eye and some lashes maybe. Definitely some blush, that's for sure. And it looks like to me like she's wearing a little, it's probably not lipstick, but it looks like lipstick to me. I'm gonna give her a little bit of eyeliner as well, I think. I haven't even given her the eye makeup yet. Oh no, wait, what? It's clashing. How could it? Why is everything clashing? Normally this doesn't happen. How odd. Huh. Looks like we might not be able to do that. That's so weird. Anyways, let's just give her some eyeshadow then. The lashes will make up for the lack of eyeliner anyways. I think I'm gonna go for this one by Miko because I just love it. It's so cutesy and natural. I need a haircut so bad, guys. My bangs are pissing me off. They're too long. I'm gonna tuck them in my headset. Anyways, moving on to lashes. It looks like she just has some tiny ones. I think the ones from Miko are gonna be perfect. Cute. Okay, let's move on to hair. Now, I kind of want to circle back to the hair that we were thinking about using for, I believe it was Ryeua, because I would say this is pretty close to what Thumbelina's got going on. I don't love that there's a big blue hair tie in it though. And if I can't change that, then I might choose a different one. Because I know I definitely have some other hairstyles that are like this. This one is just like pretty accurate to me. So I did not end up going with that original hairstyle, but I did use this one and I added the streaks to it. And I just think it looks so cute. So I hope that you guys are happy with it as well. I would also like to add a flower in her hair. I don't know if I have one that will like be perfect. I do have this flower crown from Miko and I do think it's stunning. So I think I'm gonna go with it. Lastly, to me, it looks like she is wearing some little like flower earrings that kind of look like this actually. I actually think I like these ones a little bit better. So I'm gonna go with that. But with the earrings, this is gonna be our Barbie Thumbelina's face all complete. Let's move on to her outfit. Now I did download some fairy clothing for Miss Thumbelina, or at least I guess fairy adjacent clothing. I'm gonna search by pink and pick out a perfect outfit for her. Well, here's what I came up with. Unfortunately, first things first, we had to sacrifice the flower crown because we needed to add these beautiful wings that I downloaded. I couldn't find anything that was specific like Thumbelina's. I literally was searching up like petal wings, Sims 4 CC, petal wings, nothing. This is the closest that I could find to petal wings. And also we are reusing this outfit that I used for our Pixie Hollow video back a little while ago, as I love the way that it looks like it's made out of a flower. Lastly, as for Thumbelina's shoes, she is wearing some little like pink flats, I think. So I'm gonna search in pink. I found these little flats and I think I'm gonna go with these. And I think that's gonna be Thumbelina's outfit all complete. I think she turned out super cute. Moving on to traits and aspirations, Thumbelina is a teen. I don't know why I decided to do that, but she is. For personality, it describes Thumbelina as assertive, standing up for what she believes in. She is sassy, spunky, and always in search of adventure. Well, a lot of talk about the movie is like the environment, so I feel like we definitely need something to do with the outdoors. Maybe we'll do eco-innovator, we'll do self-assured, and green fiend. And with that, this is going to be our Thumbelina sim all complete. The next movie we are going to be creating a sim for is going to be Barbie and the Three Musketeers. Barbie and the Three Musketeers is the 16th Barbie movie and was released in September 15th, 2009. We are returning to September. Barbie and the Three Musketeers is placed in 17th century France. Corinne, our main character, a spirited 17-year-old girl portrayed by Barbie. Corinne heads to France to pursue her big dream to become a female musketeer. Never could she have imagined meeting three girls who secretly share the same dream. Here is the face that I made for Corinne. At this point, I feel like all the Sims faces are blending together. I mean, I guess they are kind of based off of similar face models, so can't really blame myself there. I'm gonna be basing this look off of Barbie's musketeer outfit. So who's surprised? We're doing another half up, half down hairstyle. Who's excited? Like I said, one thing about Barbie is they love a half up, half down. It's their favorite thing, especially with a braid. Oh, they love a braid. They love a half up, half down with a braid. I think I'm gonna go with this hairstyle. No braid, but it's pretty similar to what she's got. I'm looking at a picture of her face and it kind of to me looks like she has a little bit of like a brown brown eyeshadow going on, or like a skin toned eyeshadow. She might not have any eyeshadow at all. I'm gonna give her just a little bit. I'm just gonna go with this just to deepen up her eyes a little bit. Her lashes, I actually feel like they look a little bit longer, so I'm gonna give her a little bit more length. I think I'm gonna go with these ones. I can see she's got a little bit of blush on, and I'm gonna give her that stereotypical Barbie lip. Cute. In the picture that I'm looking of Corinne, it does actually look like she is wearing some earrings. They're like some little pink gem earrings. I think I'm gonna give her these ones just because they're dangly like hers are, and I think that they're beautiful. And as a finishing touch, she needs a hat. And what I have downloaded is this hat. Clearly, we're running into some issues. Apparently the half up, half down doesn't work with it. So I think I'm gonna go with this hair instead. But with that, this is gonna be Barbie's face all complete. Is she looking like a little bit of a cowgirl right now? Well, yes. Bear with me. So I couldn't find anything that was exactly what Barbie is wearing, because once again, no one has made custom content for this movie specifically. So I'm just gonna try my best to find something that is the most similar. Now here's the outfit that I downloaded for this, as it's most similar to her Musketeer outfit. Well, not really, but it is giving 17th century France. To give credit, when I was looking up Barbie and the Three Musketeers custom content, I found a creator that had made them, and this is what she used for their clothing, and I thought that it was such a good idea. So I'll put credit to her on the screen somewhere here, as no one has made custom content for this, so I appreciate you. I'm not personally loving the hat. Something about it is just really throwing me off. The hats are giving a little bit more like this, so I think I'm gonna go with this one. And the Musketeer hat that she actually wears in the film is blue, so I'm gonna do that instead. Let's give her some tights, as I see that is what she's wearing. And we need some pink boots. I think I'm gonna go with these boots. And with that, this is gonna be Barbie's outfit all complete. I think it turned out super cute. Maybe not the most accurate, but cute nonetheless. Moving on to traits and aspiration. Corinne is described as brave, independent, and stubborn. Since she wants to be a musketeer, I kind of like the idea of extreme sports enthusiast. I'm gonna give her self-assured. I want to give her loyal because it says that she's independent, but that doesn't seem right because she's with her musketeers. Maybe we'll go active. Oh, actually maybe adventurous and outgoing. And with her traits and aspirations all complete, here is Corinne all complete. Now I'm only going to be making Corinne, so that is 1 out of 4 of the Musketeers. But if you would like to see me create the rest, you can head on over to my Patreon, which is linked in the description. Or if you're a YouTube member, the video will also be available to you as well. Moving on to our last and final sim, we are going to be making a sim inspired by Barbie in a Mermaid Tale, which is my personal favorite name of a movie because like it's just such a good it's like so simple, but it's such a good play on words, like Barbie in a Mermaid Tale. Barbie in a Mermaid Tale is the 17th Barbie movie and was released in March of 2010. Once again, not in September. Okay. In Barbie in a Mermaid Tale, Barbie stars as Merleia, or Merleia, I don't know how to say it. Merleia, a surfing champion from Malibu. 1 minute she's a normal teenager, and the next she learns a shocking family secret. She's a mermaid. Merleia and her dolphin friend Zuma set off on an undersea adventure to rescue her mother, the Queen of Oceania. Here is the face that I came up with for Merleia. I think hers is maybe my most accurate today, maybe second to Thumbelina, but I think I did a really good job on her. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I also made the liberty of giving her some tan lines. I might go back and change them later, but I actually really think that they turned out. I just thought that they'd be realistic, you know? Also, surprisingly, very surprisingly, there is no custom content for Barbie in a Mermaid Tale. Don't know why that happened, but apparently there is none. But I'm gonna try my best to recreate her look. So starting with the ponytail, she has got a kind of like messy updo. Whatever we choose, it's just gotta be a ponytail with like a little bit of bangs. Here is the hair that I landed on for Merleia. I think it is almost perfect, I would say. And of course I had to add her iconic streaks. Moving on to makeup, I would say that Merleia is pretty natural, other than she has some long black eyelashes. So I'm gonna give her those. Cute. Gonna give her the iconic Barbie pink lip. Hers actually looks a little shiny, so I am going to go ahead and do that. And I just want to give her a little bit of blush, just because I feel like if she's out in the sun all day, she would be a little, you know, sun-kissed. Cute. Now, I don't see her wearing any earrings, but she does have a necklace. It looks kind of like puka shell necklace-y to me. It's got like a seashell and like some other pearls. I'm just gonna try to find like a beachy necklace. The whole time I'm making this sim, like the theme of the movie is playing in my head. The queen of the wet. Aves. I think I'm gonna go with this one from Island Living. I feel like it gives the vibes. It's not super accurate, but it gives the vibes. And with that, this is gonna be Merlia's face all complete. Let's move on to her outfit. So I'm gonna give her a mermaid form as well. Don't you guys worry. But I'm gonna try to recreate this look where she's wearing like a pink bikini top and some shorts. I do like this top. It does match. So I think I'm gonna go with this. And then we need some pink shorts that look like swim shorts. Ooh, okay, wait, these are kind of perfect. And she doesn't wear shoes, at least in any of the pictures that I'm seeing. She's not wearing any shoes. But I do see that she has like a pink watch on, interestingly enough. It's probably more of a Fitbit than a watch. So I think I'm gonna go for this one. Yeah, and I think that's gonna be Merlia's outfit all complete. Let's do her mermaid form. So looking at the images of her tail, it looks like her tail is kind of like orangey pink. You know what? I think I'm gonna go for this one. We don't even really have like a pink tail, and this one to me seems the most accurate. Oh, I got rid of her hair color. Probably because it's not in swimwear. Oh no, guys. She can't have the streaks as a mermaid. What the heck? Wait, that's actually horrible news. What are we gonna do? Well, let's first do her hair, because her hair actually changes into a, you guessed it, half up, half down. So let's find that first. I think I'm gonna give her this hair because it's like, it's giving very mermaidy to me. And also I'm sick of the half up, half downs. I do not care. She does have a pink crown, which I have this one, which could be a contender, but maybe we have another. I think I'm gonna go for this crown. As for hair, I don't really know what I'm gonna do streaks wise. I think I might do this one, but just turn the opacity way down. I think that'll do. I also do see that she has some tattoos, and I kind of want to try to make them. Can I not put a tattoo on a mermaid? Oh, I can. Okay, cool. I'm gonna speed through it while I'm talking right now so that hopefully you guys can see some of it. But they're very like, I almost want to say they're paisley looking designs, and I think that I could just like have some fun with it, and I think I could accurately do them. Don't look at the arm, but the stomach one I feel like looks good, okay? I try my best. I am not an artiste, and drawing with my mouse is incredibly difficult. Moving on. Her top is like a hot pink color, so I'm definitely gonna honor that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with this one. I really wish we had like a pinker tail. Of course, now I find CC for her. Of course. Be right back. What are we doing? What is this? And then if I put her in her mermaid form, why would it be here? Because like, why would it be here? Anyways, we're gonna stick with this tail then. I just stopped recording for no reason. Am I annoyed about it? A little. Maybe a lot more than a little. Well, thank God at least we have the top. I'm sure it's user error on my part. I'm just being petty. I think I like this top better, so I'm gonna go with her. Do I have like some sort of, yeah, something like this to add a little bit more pink? Ooh, it even changes some of the fins, which I actually do not mind. Okay, cute. Her makeup somehow is gone now as well. I don't really know why that happened, so I'm just gonna re-put that back on as well. Cute. And that's gonna be her mermaid look. Moving on to traits and aspiration. It describes Merlia's personality as competitive, proud, and brave. Since she's a surfer, I'm gonna give her the extreme sports enthusiast. I'm gonna give her ambitious, self-assured, and loves the outdoors. Oh wait, you know what? It's gotta be child of the ocean. So silly, I'm so sorry. But with that, here is our Merlia sim all complete. And of course, her mermaid form. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like this video, maybe watch another one, as well as liking and subscribing, as it really helps out my channel. I have so much fun with these Barbie videos. I hope you guys do as well. If you want to download any of these sims you saw here today, you can find them on the gallery under these hashtags, or my gallery ID is just Ryeua sim. Make sure you check that includes CC box on the gallery, or else you won't be able to find them. Also, make sure to go down to the description to find the custom content for these sims, because if you download them without it, it won't look anything like you see here today. Also, while you're down in the description, maybe go check out my other social medias, specifically my Twitch, where I'm live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can also find a link to my Patreon down there as well. Lastly, if you're going to be purchasing anything from the EA app anytime soon, please consider using my code RYEUASIM at checkout, as I receive a small commission when you do so. And with all that being said, I will see you guys next time. Bye!